welcome to episode 1595 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, November 22nd, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed right here on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, we're talking about Jay Leno's face. It's bruised.
Yeah, again? Come on. What's going on, Jay? Tell us the truth.
Jesus. It looks prosthetic almost. It's so bruised. It
does. Looks fake.
An unbelievable bruise.
Looks like he got hit by a giant metal door.
So he's claiming, and this is a good claim, because if you've ever been to a hotel anywhere that's slightly hilly or mountainous, right, in like suburban hell,
yeah,
you might be at your hotel and you see the Olive Garden or the Chubbies or the Cheesecake Factory. You know, it's right there, right? But, you know, like in suburban hell, they don't build sidewalks. It's not supposed to be walked. It's only supposed to be driven. So Leno's claiming he saw the Cheesecake Factory or whatever it was from his hotel and then tumbled down a 60-foot hill. Yeah.
So, Sure, Pat, but what is Jay Leno doing staying at the Hampton Inn off of the highway?
I don't know if that's where he was staying.
He's got male prostitutes.
That's where he was staying, the Hampton Inn.
He also got beat up by his car before, so it's just a lot of weird. He blew himself
up in his garage. He set himself on fire last year.
So people are saying it started breaking right before we did the show. Like a lot of people are saying the internet isn't buying his face smash, and people are claiming maybe he got beat up by the mafia. But if you know anything about Jay Leno, he's one of the wealthiest men in entertainment.
Yeah, it's true. He can pay his debts.
There's almost no one richer than him.
Well, did he only fall face first and land on his face only? Because if you fall 60 feet down a hill and your face looks like that, what wouldn't you think his legs, wrists, arms, hips, buttocks, pelvis might be a little bit fucked up too? Because he went on stage.
He's got a big head. That's one thing. And then he obviously puts his face right in front of everything. Because when the car exploded, his face was right there. And then now here he just
side.
His hand. Right you only see one hand, Will, but his hands look fine. He didn't brace himself for any of these 50 face.
Now he goes face first into everything. That's what I'm saying. He's got like a sensory disorder.
It's not even a single scratch on this hand.
No, this is all to the face. He does everything.
Kind of crazy, man.
Yeah. That's like it could be mafia because you know when like you're in the movies at least when the mafia is slapping you, you don't dare put your hand up. You just take it. And they keep slapping you in the same spot, you know. Like
Jay's just kidding.
You're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay up. Slap. You're gonna pay up. Slap.
But he famously never touched his late night salary. Like that's his famous thing is he worked. He was on the road 200 days a year while doing late night TV.
Yeah,
and he's got 1,000 cars that
there
are
you
worth
go. Except for the 1,000 cars he could sell too. So the salary he saved and the cars. I mean,
it's not the mob.
He has liquidity to pay people. Yeah, he's rich.
I think he's just ultra
lover. It's a lover. Yeah. It's got to be a lover.
It's a lover. You think it's his lover?
Well, he's been with his wife forever.
Exactly.
You got to spice it up. You've been, you know.
That's a. Why aren't you leaving your wife? Slap.
That's a Hampton. That's a Hampton Inn beatdown.
Yeah.
He was with he loves his wife so much that when his face got burned, he went to the burn unit. They're like, "You're gonna have to stay overnight." He's like, "No. I'll come back tomorrow with my wife." And went and got his wife and came back the next day. That's how wifed up he is.
He went on stage and performed an hour after this. I mean, again, I don't know how he just got so.
He's an interesting guy, you know.
Brutalized in the face on a 60-foot fall.
He's a wild card, the kind of guy that just shows up with a full face bruise. And you're like, wow, Jay.
Okay. All right.
What are you doing?
Could it be for publicity?
Were you at the Hampton Inn?
He doesn't need it. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't need anything.
This is the guy that also like apparently hid in a closet to listen in on a meeting about like Conan getting late night and like sabotage Conan. He's a little bit slimy. This guy.
He stays busy.
Right.
Yeah. He's an active guy. Yeah.
He is a piece of shit with the Conan thing. If you remember, he was like, "All right, I'm done with late night. I'm leaving. It's been a good 30 years," and then he came back at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, he's a slimy guy.
And then he really he kind of rubbed it in of how he was asked to come back too. Yeah, it was.
They want me to come back. They said you're not doing it, Conan.
It's not that funny, huh? I mean, Leno. He's good. He was a good late night host. You got to
waited a few more years. Conan got so fucked. Like if he just wanted to keep the job, Jay, I think Conan would have kept his decent time slot instead of getting completely ruined.
That's right. Conan the funniest.
Moved Conan to TBS for the rest of his life,
which was a death sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Other than Jay Leno's face, we're talking Gaetz hunting season update with Pat, banana sales with Mark, and faking your own death part 2 with Wes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great update.
See?
It's a great update. It's a great update.
There you go.
I did my face. It's just my face.
It's a really good update, guys.
It's my face.
Funny family.
It's my face. It happened again to my face. Can you
I
believe
would
it?
have loved to hear him in either injury. I mean, him getting injured must sound so funny.
Totally fine besides the face, Jay.
Oh, my face. My face hurts so bad. I took a tumble. I got this eye patch.
Get well, Jay.
It's terrible. Real quick before we get into the stories, you guys haven't seen Landman yet, right? No one's seen Landman?
No.
The new Taylor Sheridan?
It's
All right, just be on the lookout for the relationship between Billy Bob and his 17-year-old daughter, because some of the dialogue going on between Billy Bob and his 17-year-old daughter, it's just a real weird vibe. It's just such the strangest vibe ever, perhaps, I've ever seen on a television show.
Yeah, he goes there. He's not afraid to go there.
But where he's going, Will, almost no one's relating to.
Well, right, because he's already at the back of the fridge by like noon. So I'm talking about whatever Sheridan's trying to inject. He's going wherever he needs to go.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
But overall good.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into another guy who likes to party a lot. Matt Gaetz. Gaetz Gate has besieged America ever since he had been nominated to be the next Attorney General by Trump. Gaetz Gate is finally over at long last. It's official. Matt Gaetz has withdrawn his nomination from President Trump to be the next U.S. Attorney General. And shockingly, he didn't have the votes. I know no one saw that coming, with at least 4 and probably many more Republican senators not wanting to accept him for the Attorney General.
I told you guys this was going to happen.
Yeah,
What,
but
you called
it's,
it.
That he was going to resign?
No,
Yeah, but-
he wasn't going to have.
Right.
He wasn't.
Yeah,
gonna
that he
be able
wasn't
to
going
get
to
confirmed.
Yeah.
but it's interesting because the theory about the strategy I don't think was true, which is the strategy was nominate Gaetz to get him out of the House ethics situation, get closer to the confirmation, pull out, right? And then you force Gaetz out, so you got to approve anyone else. I feel like it didn't go long enough for that to happen.
I mean,
right?
he didn't take it to the vote. He's pulling out. He did avoid having the ethics committee thing put out if they would have put it out if he was still in, because he did resign from this Congress, this current Congress.
Clearly the document's insane, and someone like Trump himself or someone high up in the Trump team's like, they're not going to release the document, but I'm sure it's going to get leaked at some point. You got to read this shit. Like that's why he had to resign, because it was just disgusting stuff in the document.
Well, I think it's all the information that's in the report is probably pretty much out there. I mean, he paid young girls.
No, I heard there's a new one. I heard there's a second 17-year-old girl that was not.
Oh.
There's a new one.
Yeah,
They didn't really get into the
it's
bribery
probably a similar situation.
allegations.
Yeah.
I mean,
Another underage girl has
I got
come
you.
forward.
Yeah, there's multiple 17-year-olds
Yes.
who he paid for.
It's a
sex
smoke fire
because they
scenario.
thought anyways, he claims he thought they were 18. Yes, that's what happened. I don't think his voter base probably wants him out of office for banging whores. Anyways, he resigned from the current Congress despite
Nothing wrong with
having
whores.
I wouldn't really call 17-year-olds whores.
I was going to ask that
high
question.
school whores. Yeah,
Are we
it's not-
allowed to? I mean, I know I did
No.
last episode, but
Well, I think you need to separate. I think you need to separate the escorts that are not minors from the escorts that are
Yeah.
minors. Right.
Right, high
the
school-
thing.
the difference. Right?
High school, 23 and making a choice.
trafficked whores versus whores.
Just let's okay.
I mean,
There
they
you
were
go.
all
That's
shooting
better.
at him in some
That's
way.
better.
Probably.
Yeah.
You're just doing it again.
But that's their profession, Pat.
Well, anyways, it doesn't really matter about any of that. The House Ethics Committee didn't put out the report. He can go back to Congress at any time. We'll get back to that in a minute. Let's take it to the streets to Senator John Fetterman of Pennsylvania with his hoodie on, sleeves rolled up. Let's hear what he has to say about it.
Holy shit, I didn't see that coming.
Oh,
I mean, yes, he was the ultimate troll, and people have the opportunity, they can freak out over things, and respond. And if you want to do that, you don't have to. You better pace yourself, though, because it's not even Thanksgiving. And we don't have to react and take unserious things so seriously that the world's going to spin off its axis the way it is right now. But I just heard something. I heard that Trump is going to issue a new silver dollar to commemorate that. So I think that's going to be the next cycle.
Yeah, the Gaetz nomination
Burned him down. That's a burn down.
The Gaetz nomination. I mean, that's what but he's also taking a page out of Trump's book, making fun of the media for being very dumb.
Right.
Because here's the thing with Gaetz. Not only can Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, just name him to the vacant Senate seat of Florida if it doesn't go to Lara Trump, Eric's wife, but Gaetz also can just go straight back to Congress. It doesn't matter. Jake Sherman tweets, remember, Matt Gaetz was elected to serve in the next Congress. He resigned from the 118th.
Yeah, but how about he doesn't? You know, like,
Can't
I
they
mean, that's
reopen the
where-
ethics committee probe then once he's back in
No,
Congress?
no. The ethics committee probe lasts for the session that it's conducted during.
Right. And also live chat from Gavin in DC. He
Genius.
points out they're moving forward with the vote to release the report due to a privileged resolution, full House vote being forced by the Democrats. So we'll see if it gets released. I mean, is it going to be much more than what we've already found out? I'm not sure, but we'll be here
it's
for it.
enough. What we found out is enough for him to not be a congressman. Is the thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's not
you
why.
got Franken getting forced out because he honked a fake boob. We don't need a guy that's fucking 17-year-olds
Wasn't that in
paying for
Guantanamo
in
though?
Congress.
No, it wasn't Guantanamo.
What was the one
was
in
on a plane.
Guantanamo that they were fucking with the prisoners? I thought someone got
don't
That
think
was
he
Ron DeSantis.
that. Wasn't
It was
Franken
on-
at the Guantanamo?
He was honking a troop, that's for sure. I remember that. Yeah. Well, anyways, Mark, I know that seems legitimate. Franken resigned on his own. Matt Gaetz isn't going to resign on his own for
He did
real.
resign
This
on
was
his own, so
this was
hopefully
a-
doesn't
he
try to
did.
get back in.
He did,
Yeah.
but this is a dupe. He can go right back. Yes, I get it. He resigned. Does it mean that he has to stay resigned? No.
Don't,
he can go right
don't
back.
get
He
mad
just
at
got
me.
elected.
I maybe you want Matt Gaetz in. That's cool.
I
I'm
don't.
out.
What I'm saying is what's fucking reality, Mark. Mark, I'm just telling you what reality is. And I get that you don't like the reality of the situation, but that's the reality. He
No,
can just
Mark's
go
just
back to
speaking the truth. The
I'm
guy
just
shouldn't
literally
be in
speaking
Congress.
the normalcy of truth that he probably shouldn't be in there with what's known.
And we'll say he probably will be.
Yeah.
the rules are that he could go back because he just got elected to the next Congress.
The rule of law.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
the Gaetz Gate memes have been fantastic. Mike Beauvais tweets, Matt Gaetz sipping a twisted tea. I was almost the attorney general, you know? And then 16-year-old high school junior uncomfortably. Megan says her mom is here and she's my ride. That was a good one. I don't know if this meme is a meme or if it's real, but Gates' Venmo transactions to these girls are hilarious. Here's the list. $250 for being my friend.
This is real.
$400 for credit card emoji, $400 for being awesome, $500 for here, $500 for reimbursement, $300 for a tongue emoji, $300 for gift box, and $200 just because, and then $400 for some flight to somewhere plus extra for
Bahamas
you.
flight.
Yeah.
Being awesome is
Or
a great
NYC flight.
Venmo note to send to a whore because
Yeah.
they are being awesome.
Well, it also gives them an idea that what they did, you want the second time around, right?
Yeah.
Like,
And
Yeah.
you can say
Keep it
that,
up.
Wes, because those Venmos were not to the 17-year-old girl.
Good.
Yeah.
see,
So what happens next? Mark blocks Matt Gaetz from reclaiming any of these jobs that he could take.
who cares, Will?
And then-
I just think he's a douchebag that probably shouldn't be in Congress based off his sex crimes.
Here's what I'm
Sure.
trying to figure out.
Yeah.
So I watched the interview with the lawyer, the full interview with the lawyer, and you know, outside of the 17-year-old girl, right? And that's the issue here. That's the big time fucking issue here. Like, if you want to go have sex parties with legal of age prostitutes, like whatever, that's not. It shouldn't preclude you from holding a congressional seat. Maybe the attorney general seat because that's the highest. You know, it's the lawman of the land. But the lawyer was talking about the whores, as Wes would put it, that are not 17, who are pros, who flew to New York to bang Gaetz, and he took them to see
Greenberg gang.
Pretty Woman, very
Greenberg gang.
not ironically, Gaetz took them to see Pretty Woman. But then he said that these women have been receiving counseling paid for by the FBI for years now. Like, what was he doing to these
got a weird dick.
prostitutes
Counseling. Jesus.
that
He's all
they need
escaping.
counseling? I mean, I
I'd
don't
like to
know.
know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they'll release the report. Looks like they're trying to force the
Put
vote.
a different
So what?
Republican in. If it's a Republican congressional area, just put a different guy in there or girl. Just put a
Gal.
different Republican.
The next nominee is a gal. Top cop from Florida.
Yeah, just go with someone else.
Yeah. So what happens next for real? Does Trump just appoint a hot blonde for the job? Yes.
Sounds good.
Actually, the former Attorney General of Florida, Pam Bondi,
I thought the same
has
thing.
been
Will.
nominated
Oh,
for the
same
role.
thing.
She's
Whoa.
actually qualified, having been a former Attorney General
Arrest me.
and winning a second term, and she's actually pretty hot blonde at 59. So
Prosecute me.
Yeah.
Can
What
we
are
get
you
rid of
into, Pam?
Fetterman too? I mean, just look at this fucking guy. He looks like a homeless man who everyone just circled around to get his opinion.
he looks terrible, but
That's
his
the
takes are
most
great.
conservative thing you've ever said, Wes.
He looks
looks-
like Frankenstein Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I know his Bill Belichick hoodies are awesome. No, dude, you got to keep Fetterman.
He's a
He's
wise
like
homeless
Fetterman.
man.
I like
Fetterman.
Fetterman. I didn't used to like
once
him.
Once he lost his wife, Pat, dude, once he dropped his wife, he became so much cooler. Everybody likes Fetterman now. After he fucking, dude, she was fucking his shit up, and now he's off the leash. And Fetterman on the streets, he's fucking cursing at the media, making fun of them to their faces. It's amazing. John
will say this.
Fetterman,
He's a
John
character,
Fetterman
yeah.
Unleashed is the best.
Hilarious.
He doesn't have his shit together enough, though, in that Rogan interview. If you listen to his Rogan interview, where Rogan starts going down a conspiracy theory
But
rabbit
he's
hole,
flying off the cuff.
and
John
he's a
Fetterman off
fucking
the cuff.
he's a
Yeah,
member of
he's off
Congress. He
the
doesn't
leash,
have
baby.
it. He doesn't have it together enough to push back on Rogan. He was just like, "Oh, okay, interesting."
He's like, I got to look into that.
Yeah, I
He's
gotta
not
look
going to
into
look into that. He's going to forget in 2 seconds. But
He's so
I
much
love-
better than he was a couple of years ago, where it took him
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a year to recover from that stroke. Yeah,
He's doing great. Okay,
You
gotta-
recover from
gotta
a stroke
take-
faster, Fetterman. You know,
yeah, dude.
I take
he's too big.
single fired up Fetterman over lame strokey Fetterman with the wife who has had him on the
No
leash
doubt.
any day.
oh, Bondi's kind of stacked too. I just let me. Put
Oh,
this
she's
pic
very
up.
stacked.
I'm out on Bondi.
Hold on. I wonder if she's into bondage.
Yeah.
She's super stacked. She's been married twice, engaged a third time. I believe single right now, stacked. Yeah, 59.
Bondi,
She's
the
a cougar.
Blondie.
By the letter of the law.
Yeah, no, she's gonna get through, right? Because like
Yeah.
she's that
She'll get
nobody's
Who's gonna say no? Will?
nobody's gonna say no.
Yeah.
No,
That-
but Will,
there's-
great point. She was an AG in Florida. Like that's the type of experience one might need to hold this position.
Well, not only that, but the alternatives to her are just the same type of person as her, just a 60-year-old man. So he nominated a hot blonde who's got the same qualifications as all the other people who would probably be qualified who he'd nominate. So that gives her the edge. I mean,
Looks
it's gonna-
is always the
that's-
tiebreaker.
that's
And
worth a
yeah.
couple of votes
For
right
Donnie,
there. It's
looks
safe.
is always the tiebreaker for qualifications.
she's a friend of
Sometimes
his. I'm
It's the first thing.
Oh yeah,
she-
she's quite close with Donald Trump.
riding the private
She's a
jet
friend
with
of
him.
everyone.
Here. Look where his hand is at this photo of them at the Kentucky Derby. Look at that. He's
Where?
Look
His
at
hands are
that.
at his side.
What are you talking about?
no.
talking
Whose hand is on her
I can
shoulder?
see his
then?
hands.
Someone else.
That's
His
not
are,
his-
his,
someone else
both of
in
his
there.
are down.
This is a
Both his hands are
weird.
right in there.
There's always a hand on
It's
Bondi.
just a mystery hand.
Whose hand is that?
Yeah, dude.
The
What?
dude, the bald dude, is caressing her shoulder. Trump's been told, like, do not touch anybody in public.
That's true.
I'd say it's an upgrade from Gaetz.
Big up.
I would.
I mean, I think all of the Senate and most of the nation probably feels the same way. I think, like, hardcore conservatives who are big Matt Gaetz fans, which not all Republicans are Matt Gaetz fans, are
Yeah.
upset.
That's why he's not getting the nomination. Or we're sending it. It's because
Well, yeah, there was too
no
many
one's a Matt
senators-
Gaetz fan. Yeah,
There was too many senators who wouldn't vote for him. So,
that's right.
but in the end, it was really just a distraction, like Fetterman said. Fetterman nailed it. I mean, this was a distraction. Gaetz can go straight back to being in the same seat. He could get upgraded. He could get a fucking promotion to the Senate if he wanted to, or if they allowed it. It was just a distraction.
There you go. How many of you guys are spending holidays with your partner's new family? Well, why not? That's really more of a listener question. Or you're just your partner's family. Yeah, you know what I mean? And that was, I misread that. New partner's family, not partner's
Yeah,
new
that's
family. That's weird.
Yeah.
You never
Oh,
know.
you got a new family. It's awesome.
Hey, it's a
Depending
new
on the
family.
situation.
Well, if you're hanging with the new family, you better look good. You want to make a great first impression. You can do that with Chubbies. Chubbies is perfect for nailing that holiday look while keeping things relaxed and fun. You got family dinners, the family football game, maybe, and Chubbies has you covered, so you can focus on being yourself and comfortable, right? Which is the most important thing. Well, looking good, because Chubbies is the home of ultra cozy comfort clothes that will keep you feeling warm and looking better as the weather gets progressively more terrible. Snowed today
We'll be
in Chicago.
looking way better than her other new family who's coming over, and some other kind of like in-law type. He's trying to look good and get the shine. When you show up your Chubbies, you're going to steal the show.
There you go.
They
got
might become
flannels.
your family. They might new again.
Yeah, because if they did it once, they'll do it again. Once a new family, always down to be a new family. Anyway, they got flannels. They got warm pullovers. They got cozy quarter zip-ups. They got all the fall threads that you need, and you should get after it. Maybe a good bonfire outfit. It's all the fall stuff. The holiday season, this holiday season, elevate your style and those around you with Chubbies. It's a great gift as well if you're stumped on what to get someone. So for a limited time only, Chubbies is giving our listeners 20% off your order with the exclusive code HARDFACTOR20 at chubbiesshorts.com. Pretty simple. So for a limited time, they're giving 20% off your order with our exclusive code HARDFACTOR20 at chubbiesshorts.com.
You make some more in that flannel, and she's gonna be asking for some more.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kind of a slow news day, but I dug one deep out of the Midwest, hunting state, Michigan. It's deer season, guys. Deer season's been open for 16 days. And not only a lot of deer getting killed, also a lot of hunters. At least 3 Michigan deer hunters have died of heart attacks in the last 16 days, including 2 men who were trying to haul away their deer after they shot them.
This is overexertion.
This is overexertion big time. Dr. William Monroe, the medical
What's
examiner.
the age on these guys?
Well, 57, 65, and 83.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The 83 makes a lot of sense.
Hunting's like the last thing to give up, right? Like first things like probably like basketball at an early age, but like hunting is like it's golf. You can golf late into life. Hunting, you go all the way to a heart attack.
You
with
can
hunting.
sit and hunt.
Yeah.
Right, and a lot of hunts you might not get anything, right? So you're not really risking the heart attack. But when you do get something, right after it been sitting for the last probably, let's be honest, 15 years, and then you try to haul away that kill, a lot of exertion. Dr. William Monroe, the medical examiner for Bay, Midland, Tuscaloosa, Aranac, and Lasco County, says, quote, "I've never seen 3 people die in 48 hours from heart attacks while deer hunting before." He says that hunters need to prepare themselves. Deer season comes in and bam, I have a rifle, I have a backpack, I'm trudging through the woods. But not
So you're
necessarily
saying
considering what it would
being
take.
out of shape.
People are way out of shape. Here's some photos of Michigan hunters that were
I mean,
had
probably so. You're probably talking about some big boys who,
The one guy's shirtless.
large individuals.
Yeah.
A fat Michigan hunter having heart attack while hauling away deer. They didn't nail it.
They didn't give you a warning.
They didn't nail it.
that's pretty good, but yeah.
Anyway, this same kind of thing was anecdotally told to me in a story recently as well. A buddy of a buddy went out and had a heart attack and is blind and was found like 3 days later. So if you're going to go out, okay, and hunt, and you're a fat ass, listen to Dr. Monroe. Better diets, more activity, and training before deer season can help reduce the likelihood of a heart attack. It's taxing on the body.
Yeah, go on some long walks, stay hydrated.
Well, it's just that the issue is they have
Hire
to
a
work
Sherpa.
their way into hunting season shape, right? So like
Right.
the first couple hunts, early in the season, you're still out of shape. You can't lug a deer. It's tough.
Right.
And then you got to work your way into it. So I mean, these guys, they were just working up a lather. 83-year-old though. He's
Also,
RIP to all of them, but
when I went hunting with Arlie Ermy,
Sure.
and he saw the giant buck that he was going to shoot that was inside of this cage, basically,
You got aroused.
his heart and his
Yeah.
breathing went to heart attack levels. Like
Yeah.
I've
They
never
call it-
seen someone
yeah,
so excited about
Wes.
wanting to kill an animal.
There's a name for it. They call
Nothing
it
wrong
buck,
with it, but yeah.
buck fever.
Buck.
Oh,
He had
fever.
insane
it's
buck
called.
fever. Yeah, I thought he could have dropped dead right there.
Oh. Am I gonna shoot it?
Yeah. Get that deer.
Could have been
Yeah,
one of
buck fever.
those.
Real
I think
thing.
that one's for you.
One of the three might have been buck fever.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I give you a $25,000 deer again, Pat? Is what my buddy's dad said to me after you guys came and shot a deer on his property. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It was cool to have Arlie Emery out there.
Yeah. An honor.
All right. Art. I don't get it. At least certainly not modern art. Like, for example, this fucking banana scotch taped to a blank wall just sold for $6.2 million. Do you guys get it? Can you explain it to me?
No.
Nope.
It's a banana on a wall with tape.
How is
don't
it
get
not going bad? Is my
Right.
question.
Oh, we'll get to that.
That's part of the art, I bet.
It's a fake banana, right?
We'll get to that. No, it's a real banana, and
Or
it's
it's got
real
like a
infuriating.
coating, you know, a
No,
coating.
it goes bad, guys. It's a concept. Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, bought this piece called The Comedian by Maurizio Catalan. Pretty apt name. Might as well have been called The Gotcha.
Founder of the blockchain, Tron?
Yeah, the blockchain, not the movie series. He's too young for
Okay.
that. Look at that.
Yeah.
The blockchain, Tron.
He
Tron is,
named it after the movie series.
of course, Tron's a decentralized proof of stake blockchain, which is a fancy way of saying it's shady.
No, proof of stake's not shady, Mark.
Oh yeah,
feel
no,
like
everyone's on the
blockchain
up
is-
and up. And
It's
then-
what you
less
build on
shady.
top of it. It's shady.
I think the crypto contracts are the shady part. The blockchain is like somewhat a useful tool, right? Is that totally
Yeah, the
up-
blockchain
it's-
Where all
absolutely is
the
a
rug
useful
pulls
tool.
get to
It's
yeah, it's useful for sure
yeah,
because it collects the transactions that come in, and then the contract holder just takes it all.
it's like the Silk Road for drug dealers. It's
Yeah.
like it's the highway.
Can launder some money buying fake bananas.
Did you guys
All
see
right,
that
so-
kid? Did you guys see that kid this week who fucking rug pulled people and live streamed it?
Yeah, I sent it
Like
to you
the
guys.
Rock, I did it.
He won.
Yeah.
He
Did
got
see
20
that.
grand. Yeah,
Incredible.
he got 30 grand, but then the crypto
12.
got pumped up again, and his holdings were worth like $4 million, but he had already done.
Damn, yeah, because of the
Oh.
story, he should have held.
But dude, but now you're thinking you're going to do that again, right? Like,
Oh, he's a pump and dump
yeah.
champ. This kid.
Well, what it shows you is how many of
He's
them there
11.
are. He went on camera as a 12-year-old and showed that 12-year-olds are rug pulling. So good luck out there. So if you use Tron, this is your leader, a soon to be, if not already, Chinese billionaire fuckboy who resides in Geneva, Switzerland, and has a ton of AI likenesses of himself floating around the internet. Sounds like a sci-fi movie villain. And he didn't even get the banana, just owns the concept of it because get this, bananas go bad. Like you guys said, of course, he paid in decentralized crypto, so it could have been imaginary money like the banana. And he outbid 6 people at Sotheby's auction on Wednesday for $6.2 million.
The fact, I mean,
About to break
it's,
100K. That's
it's-
just unrelated.
it's the fact that it's at Sotheby's, right? It's like, who is the artist that got it to Sotheby's for the auction? Because, like,
Sotheby's used to be so cool, so old school. Now they're letting fake bananas get sold with cryptocurrency.
Well, it's Banksy. Everybody wants to find the next Banksy type thing. Like it's the whole like idea of like this viral art stuff, and so now all these art houses are addicted to like finding the next thing that's going to go viral. This banana thing probably is because I mean it was all over the fucking place. Everybody covered it.
Been around
Yep.
forever.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. I think Son's getting a roll of duct tape and instructions on how to, quote, install the banana and a certificate of authenticity. So he's got to go get his own banana. They're giving him duct tape and a certificate. And the banana's not included. Son claims he's planning to eat the banana he buys after installing it to his wall to get the full artistic experience. And I wish I was born completely retarded so I didn't have to interpret the story the way I do.
Well, here, interpret
maybe
it.
I am.
Live comment, Mark. This is an easy way to interpret any kind of art shit you don't like.
Yeah.
Money laundering 101. A lot from Jared Lindsay. He says a
what
lot
I
of
said.
people say, Wes is on the train. A lot of people say that art is just money laundering, and so you can just throw it away. Anything you don't like about
All you
art.
need is two people, and you can launder money through art, no problem.
How do you get it to Sotheby's? That's my point. How do you get it
They're
to
in on it.
Sotheby's?
They get a cut.
Practice. How do you get
You're getting
to
a piece.
Carnegie Hall, Pat? Someone give me a lobotomy. I also feel like I'm going crazy because I think we've covered this before, and some other asshole bought this fucking banana on the wall concept from Maurizio before, I think.
Yeah, you're
No,
right.
no, somebody bought his like air, right? Wasn't it the same guy who sold like the non-existent
Oh,
statue?
the box of air.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I
Box
thought it
of
was the
air,
banana.
yeah.
I thought this
Stephanie
the banana
Matto
sold for
sells
$2
a lot
million
of
a couple
air.
of years ago or something like this. He's just reselling bananas.
I think it's the
Mark,
same
you
dude.
could do this.
But how do I get people to think that it's awesome? Like how
Mark,
did Maurizio?
You should
Change your
put a
name to
banana
Maurizio
on your wall
first.
behind you.
Yeah,
With duct
I'll
tape.
do whatever.
That'd be great.
I mean, Mark, here's the problem. You're gonna have to really commit. So like the guy, the
You
artist,
can see
he
Mark as a
trades,
Mauricio.
he trades a lot, and he trades a lot by committing to a weird persona, which you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to commit to a strange
Did
persona.
he fuck the banana?
Yeah,
I don't know.
So we just changed it, Mark to Mauricio Borghi.
Mark's look right now could sell some paintings.
Oh,
Yeah, right. You just have to change the name. Go to Mauricio. You could change it right here on the stream yard. And then you got to start wearing a couple more chains and rings, I think. And then once you get the accessories on,
Dye your beard.
definitely dye it a little bit, like bleach the tips.
Yeah,
wear a
frost the tips of
diaper.
the beard.
Yeah. I might sell love in a jar, like an empty jar, but it's like love or something. The banana's been taken, but something's out there.
Once you got the look, you can convince anybody that anything is expensive.
You also need some sycophants like and
Well, it's just all about finding stupid
like
rich
taking a lot of
right?
pictures of you,
Like-
like
like-
Maurizio. Open the door for Maurizio.
Yeah. You just find the right
That's why he
dumb,
got married.
ultra rich people, and
Yeah.
Maurizio is selling anything.
That's why I got married. Yeah.
Honey, you know you got to. It's part of the thing. It's gonna work out. So,
We're gonna scam some people, honey. So you got to treat me like I'm God.
Yes, Maurizio. That's so funny.
Mark, you got a great patch right behind you for a banana with some duct tape.
I agree, but we got to do something besides a banana. It's got maybe a pear.
Yeah, pear.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh right, you got to be innovative.
Yeah. No one's gonna buy the banana again. It's got to be something else.
Eggplant. Those are hot.
Plantain.
Eggplant
Sure.
emoji.
Eggplant's pretty hot. Yeah, it's good.
All right. That everything?
What else do we have to fucking say about the
I don't
damn
know.
banana?
Just making
Yeah.
sure. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Got more for Mauricio.
can I pay you in my own currency that I made? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like other people's money.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant. Okay, you guys remember last week we covered this dad, Ryan Borgwart. He fled his entire Lutheran family after faking his own drowning death
You know those challenging Lutherans
via
are tough to
kayak.
deal with.
The guy that looked miserable in the family photo.
Yeah, right
Yes.
there. That guy.
The
There
guy
is.
he left for
Yeah,
like
that picture. Oh my goodness.
it's like
He's
a
like-
Bulgarian. It wasn't even. It was worse than that. What country did?
Uzbekistan.
Uzbeki.
Right, Uzbekistan. That's right.
Uzbekistan. Yeah,
Later.
that happened back on August 11th, and they speculated he left his entire family, including his wife, again for, as Pat said, a woman he met online in Uzbekistan. And since then, Ryan has been missing.
They don't have internet.
I don't know.
Starlink.
It's
They have
one thing they
Starlink.
need to scam people over there is internet. And he's been missing. They didn't know where the fuck he was until apparently November 11th. And authorities have revealed they have made contact with Ryan, but still have no idea where the fuck he is. And Ryan intends to keep it that way. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you. At the end of this article, I'm also going to tell you exactly how he faked his own death. He told police how he did it, and it's pretty hilarious. So from the NBC article by Emily Shapiro, quote, in recent weeks, as authorities worked to track Borgwart down, they made contact with a woman who speaks Russian, Green Lake County Sheriff Mark Podol said. And then on November 11th, we got in contact with Ryan through her. That was a big turning point, the sheriff said. So when authorities reached Ryan, they asked him questions only he would know, asked him to film a video of himself. And in the selfie-style video, which was played at a news conference, I guess, today or yesterday, he appears in an apartment, and he said the date was November 11th and that he was safe. They think is in Europe. They don't know where he is. But they say they've had daily communication with him, and I guess every day he's just like, I'm not coming home. Sorry, I'm not coming
Right.
back to my family.
Would you talk to the kids? No.
Yeah. They said the only request Ryan has had
Tell him hi.
is to not hear his wife's voice. He told us if he hears her voice, he will cease all communication.
I'm gonna go further away. I went as far as I could. But if I hear it again, I'm going to the moon.
Yeah. So here's the video Ryan made back on November 11th to prove to authorities he is safe. A video which is surely going to get him caught because much like the distinctive bathroom pattern that did in the masturbating dog sitter, the door in this video is going to lead them to this dummy. Here's what he had to say.
Oh no.
Okay.
Good evening. It's Ryan Borgward. Today, hello, Matt. Today is November 11th. It's approximately 10 a.m. by you guys. I'm in my apartment. I am safe, secure, no problem. Hope this works.
Hope this works. He ends it with
Works for what?
I hope my family leaves me alone now. Is what he meant.
I'm happy.
Yeah. Hope this works and everyone leaves me alone. But can you see?
So he was just proving to
this door is pretty distinctive.
The police, yeah, but it's an interior door, right?
Yeah. Somebody knows where that door is, though.
It's inside an apartment, but somebody knows which apartment complex has those doors.
It's a complex, probably. Yeah.
Well,
It's a complex that's got those doors, and he's got that blue front door. You're right; it's easy to place if you're in wherever the area is.
Yeah.
He's not coming back home, guys. You don't fake your death and go to Uzbekistan.
No.
And then
It was probably showing proof that he was in a place with no extradition, right? Like that's why he would send that to the government.
I got a couple things for you here, guys. So first of all, earlier today, when I saw Wes was doing this story, I signed Wes up for an Uzbekistani mail order bride website.
Perfect.
And here are some of the ladies.
Is it Nasty Wes again? Is it Nasty Wes?
Yeah, you know it's Nasty Wes.
Last drop.
So these are some of the ladies that are ready for marriage, okay, from Uzbekistan.
Some of them are kind of cute. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I've jumped around on a lot of mail order bride websites, and I don't want to talk shit about Uzbekistan, but Kazakhstan has way hotter ladies. There's no doubt about that. And then, guys, over here, this is expat.com, flats in Uzbekistan. So these you can get a $1,500 a month negotiable, $1,400 a month, $990 a month.
Expensive for
Uzbekistan. Who the hell does Uzbekistan think they are?
This should be $200 a month.
No, but they know that they're fucking you because they know you go there because you can't be extradited. You're only running there away from your problems. Like that's the only reason you're going. And these are nice apartments. They're like
they are nice.
Like
what's the price of freedom?
Uzbekistan, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest though. If I spent 10 minutes clicking through here like I did setting up Nasty West's profile, I could find that door from that video.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, there's a lot of apartments for expats. Yeah, that one's rough.
She's not going to age well.
Samira, that's tough. Sorry, Samira.
Sweetie 25. Yeah,
she looks strong.
Yeah, farm white.
Uzbekistani women.
Open the pickle jar.
I mean, the Kazakhstan women are hot, dude. They're hot.
Well, yeah, because they're like, dude, in Russia.
I mean, this is an Uzbek woman who I pulled up. She's ridiculous.
That's AI.
Yeah,
that's got to be fucking funny.
That's
AI. That's AI.
Put her back up. The girl that looks like she could palm a basketball. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, check out these ladies from Uzbek or from Kazakhstan though.
I mean,
these
they
Kazakhs.
go a little bit trashier.
Different
it's
league.
Way different vibe. Yeah.
Younger,
hotter.
23, 24. What is going on with Arena?
Golden Bride.
This is a Golden Bride. I didn't sign you up on this one. I signed you up on Rose.
Send me my login credentials, please.
Rose Brides.
Uzbekistani ladies. Sorry.
Yeah,
looks like it's Kazakhstan.
Yeah, we're taking a Kazakh home, ladies.
But do they have extradition? That's the thing.
I don't know.
Wes doesn't need extradition.
No, I don't need extradition.
Look, guys. This is Victoria.
Her
type of man.
Yeah.
I don't look rich,
he needs
man.
Ejaculation. He doesn't need extradition.
But I look man with kind heart of gold.
I
need something.
You know.
If you like music, joking,
don't send this home. Don't send this home.
And walking at the nature, write me.
Okay, Victoria.
Nice. Walking in the nature. That's the kind of language I like.
Walking at the nature.
Walking at the
Walking
nature.
at
Yeah,
nature. We can work with that.
we can work with her.
We can work with her.
Yeah,
We can walk right at that nature, baby.
yeah. We're gonna go blowjob at the nature.
It's totally fine.
So Bogart also is letting authorities, as I mentioned earlier, know how he faked his own death. And he said that here's what he said. The sheriff revealed that Bogart revealed to authorities how he faked his death and fled the county. He also said that he picked Green Lake because of how deep it is, and he knew that authorities would search for him for a long time because there was a lot of ground to cover. So here's what he said.
Right.
He said he stashed an e-bike near the boat launch. He paddled his kayak in a child-sized floating boat out into the lake. He overturned the kayak, dumped his phone in the lake. He paddled the inflatable boat to shore, got on his e-bike, and rode through the night to Madison. In Madison, he boarded a bus, went to Detroit, and then the Canadian border. He continued on the bus to an airport and got on a plane and then used some of those drink tickets that he purchased. Here's a map of where he was from Madison. It's about 71 miles. So, he was pedaling like he was on his way to hot Russian sex, and like he was leaving his family in the dust,
He would have walked through a volcano.
Yeah.
There was nothing getting in his way. Yeah.
He was imagining his nagging wife was chasing him the whole time. He was just pedaling like a fiend. Probably took him 2 hours to get there, 70 miles.
How old are the kids?
It was like Andy Dufresne.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He's got 3 kids. How old are they, Wes?
They're in their teens based on the picture. They're all one of them looks like maybe middle school. The other 2 are probably, junior, freshman. I mean, they're teenagers. So,
he's like they've survived long enough. I'm running.
But why don't you just divorce your wife and then import the Uzbek?
Because he still has to see her all the time.
Because it's too much. That costs me way more money. He already took an
Live
insurance.
comment from Tiller brings up a good point. He goes, he went 71 miles and didn't have to stop for directions once.
No. He's just
ask
pedaling
him. Ask
he was
that
using
man.
the North Star as his guidepost. Yeah, because
riding to freedom via the North Star.
Yeah,
turned into a caveman.
Literally, he went north. So
no,
he went south. Yeah. I don't know which way he went. Anyway, he also the sheriff also said that he's pulling at his heartstrings, talking about Christmas. You need to come home for your kids at Christmas. And Bogart's like, listen, I'm worried about what people are going to think about me. But I don't think the guys in town will ever get tired of hearing that story. I mean, if he comes back, they'll have to be like
some guy's going to buy him a beer.
Yeah, they'll have to be appalled in front of their wives, but that's the son of a bitch really did it scenario,
Wow.
Big drinking culture in Wisconsin. He can find a place that'll accept him.
He can find a tavern that'll hear his story a million times.
Yeah.
I'd listen to it 8 times at least.
Yeah. And then what'd you do when you got there? You got a blowjob from her when you got there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she had this lair and she was just aggressive. It was great.
Wow, and she'd do anything for you because she's totally dependent on you. So you had total control. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Give me another old Milwaukee.
Gather around, boys.
Yeah.
Get one for Barquart too.
Yeah. It was about 50 miles in when the battery on the e-bike gave out, and I knew I just had to pedal the rest of the way. Yeah. But I didn't mind.
And I just ran.
Did you ever think about turning around? Hell no! Oh!
Oh yeah.
Would you? Also, the sheriff said that the county is seeking around $35,000 to $40,000 for restitution. So that's not playing very well into getting his ass home. That if he knows he's coming home to like a big debt, and possibly
who
jail
spent
time.
a month of his life looking for him.
To
your point, Wes, to your point, he did this so he could avoid all of the legal ramifications of a typical divorce involving kids.
Yeah.
Like he did this so that he could run away from all of those problems.
If his wife nagged him before, is it going to get less worse when he comes back home?
No, it's instant divorce when she gets home.
It's going to get 10 times worse.
No, it's an international news story that he ran away from them. He's not going back to him.
No,
this is like shitting your pants in grade school and staying at that school.
Yeah,
no, you can't do that.
You got to go. He's done.
Anyway,
Sorry to the folks that happens to, because it happens.
yeah, I mean, it sucks for the kids and the wife. Obviously, we're making jokes, but
My school ran one kid right out of school when he did it.
Your school did it, Mark?
Well, I actually I had no part in it, Pat. I actually went the next year to that school, and they told me like, "Hey, don't shit your pants, new guy, because we ran that last kid right out of here." We don't even know what school he goes to.
Don't even think about shitting your pants, Borgie. Hey, no, I'm Mauricio.
I was like pitching one in.
Yeah.
Mauricio.
I'm excited about Mauricio.
yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on. We'll keep you updated on if they convince him to come back. My bet is no, but we'll keep you updated. Hey, have a great fucking weekend. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
I have to shoot him with a dart.
Oh yeah.
How's he paying for shit?